I'm sweaty.
Welcome back to the Third Opinion, the very first movie show.
Welcome to the Third Opinion. Listen to me rant about movies.
Yes.
Yes.
It's
These
the
other
evening
two
show.
Mooks.
Mooks!
That's right.
I had to censor that. Dude, you can't say that anymore, my man.
That's not racist.
So we watched Infinity War for the very first movie show, which is different from viewing party because we all saw it separately.
Because we viewed it and it's not a party.
It wasn't a party. It's just us talking about movies because I'm viewing movies.
The whole world had a party for this movie, honestly.
Oh yeah. Okay, so let me bring this up immediately, without discussion, without spoilers or anything. In 11 days, Infinity War has hit more than $1 billion.
It's made $1 whole.
It's made $1.
It's more than I make in a year.
$1 billion more than any of us will ever make ever.
Yeah.
Fun fact.
Fun fact.
What do you mean, Elisha? Eventually we'll hit it and make it rich.
Yeah. Especially.
Here's looking at you, 25 Facebook likes. 24.
This is so sad. Can we get 50?
Can we get 50 likes this video?
like, comment, and subscribe.
So
Please
what?
have children so they can subscribe too.
Make more children.
We need subscribers.
Hold on. It says reproduce.
Oh yeah, the guys.
The glass.
John.
Dun.
So what about these Marvel films making so much money nowadays?
I think I'd like to just be a janitor on the set.
Yeah.
That way, at least my name's in the credit. Maybe I get a small cut.
Yeah.
I'll take a percent.
The credits for this one were the longest out of any of them.
I'll take a percent.
Yeah, there's a lot of actors.
I didn't feel like they were that long.
Well, the movie didn't feel like it was that long at all, even though it was longer than The Last Jedi.
The credits went for a while, though.
The credits were long. What? The Last Jedi felt like it was a long movie. This one felt like it was like 40 minutes.
I disagree with that, but
It's okay to be wrong, Trevor.
Last Jedi. Goodbye.
I really enjoyed it. It felt
Last
like
Jedi.
a long drawn film.
Real bad. Terrible movie.
I think only because the pacing was a bit not even in The Last Jedi, but the pacing in this one felt great.
I think it was because there was constant change of set and they weren't stuck in space on the same daggum ship for 3 hours.
Let's see. So, Trevor, what did you think of Infinity War without spoilers?
Without spoilers, well, I hate to say this, but Phil Coulson dies.
If you haven't seen the Avengers,
Spoiler.
6 years ago.
Yeah. Spoiler alert for the Avengers.
Other spoiler. Ultron's not dead. Technically not dead.
He was never technically alive either.
Technically not. It all depends on your philosophical definition of alive, Trevor.
Okay, so what I thought of this movie.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
It's up for debate.
I'm saying what we're all thinking, all right?
It's up for debate.
I loved this movie, honestly. I'm afraid to say anything in fear of spoilers because I don't want to say anything. But
I feel like at this point we just spoil away. I don't think it's.
I
feel like we have to.
But you enjoyed it.
Oh yeah, I loved.
I'm not a tiptoeing boy.
Every scene.
Without spoilers, just real fast, and we can get right into spoilers. What did you think of the movie?
It's good. I enjoyed it.
All right, it's my favorite Marvel movie. It goes Infinity War for me, Iron Man, Black Panther, Ragnarok, and Homecoming.
It's probably
my
third favorite.
Yeah, but I do
not having seen Ragnarok.
Exactly. Yeah.
I still have not seen Ragnarok.
I've got it right here.
Yeah.
I actually do.
He actually had it on Blu-ray.
Yeah.
It was really
I
good.
let Elisha borrow them, and he just now gave them back to me.
Yeah.
You want to borrow it?
I would have greatly appreciated you, my sir. Thank you.
You'll enjoy it.
I'll make.
You like the soundtrack of Black Panther?
No. Yeah. So I love Black Panther. I've heard great things about this. I've never gotten to go see it though. I just didn't get around to it. I set up like 3 different times to go see it. And they all fell through. We tried to go see it too.
We tried, and we just could not manage it because
heard great things about it though.
Okay,
sure
so
I'll
the guy that did the soundtrack for Black Panther, Kendrick Lamar, and then another composer.
Mm-hmm.
The guy that did the soundtrack for this was in Devo.
Really?
Yes.
Interesting.
Soundtrack is damn good. It's really good. Because it does that action, and this is not a spoiler for Infinity War or Ragnarok. There's an action scene close to the end of the film. You know this by now. There's action in these superhero action films.
How dare you!
I thought they were poignant art house pieces.
So there's an action scene
Social
close to the end of the
commentary.
movie. There's a scene at the
They
end.
do have social commentary.
Close to the end of the film,
They do.
it's like the big strings like bum, 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 and then it goes bum, 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 and like that bass starts
Yeah.
like thumping, and it's really good.
It sounds
It's
like
great.
an 80s synth.
It sounds like
album.
80 cent sci-fi. The
Yeah.
soundtrack sounds great. The soundtrack, I like this one more than like Black Panther. You're right, right.
It's
I
really
do like,
Bold claim.
but I do like the Kendrick Lamar album called Black Panther soundtrack inspired from the film. I like that more than like the score for Ragnarok.
Fair.
Only because you listen to Ops, you listen to what are the other two songs?
Weekend song, whatever that is.
Hold on, let me find it.
That one, the beat on that is
It's
so good.
it's thumping. It's thumping, my man.
Every time it comes on the radio, I'm like, oh.
I feel like an old man because I don't know what they're referencing.
You don't like Kendrick Lamar, my man?
It's the song that plays in the casino.
Okay.
With that real wild beat at the beginning.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
It's
it has
really good.
Pray for Me. That's what it is.
Yes.
And then it has it goes on choop 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 that part at the end, and then it cuts to the score.
It sounds.
singer,
It's like synthesized African beats.
which is great.
It's really. It sounds really good.
So
It's
my two
really
favorite
cool.
songs from Black. Well, this is Black Panther now. All the Stars, The Ways, X, which is 10, and then Ops. Those are my three favorite. And then the Pray for Me is really good also. But I like that soundtrack. I like the rap soundtrack more than like Ragnarok. But I like Ragnarok's film score more than Black Panther's film score.
And the film score for this movie,
Is a Marvel movie film score.
honestly, yeah,
It's
Generic
good. It's
action
good.
film music.
No, it is. It's good.
But it is good.
It's a little
It
above
is.
average.
It's just,
I
it's just
think.
a bit above average.
No, I don't disagree. I'm just saying it's just as far as like what it's the highest falls. It's
Yeah.
what you
Yeah.
expect.
Yeah.
That's what you expect.
It's not mismatched though, which they've had a problem in the past.
No, it did.
Yeah,
It fit the moment.
and,
Yeah.
and they don't like overplay some aspects
yeah.
of the score. Like if something is like, you know how in horror movies, whenever something's supposed to be scary or whatever, and they have like the yeah, all that stuff.
Yeah.
It's not that kind of like forcing you
Yeah,
to
it didn't feel
feel.
Yeah, they don't force
Yeah.
feeling, which is great.
Yeah.
They don't force feeling using
Like
sound.
especially
Which is
at
good
the end,
because
which we'll
I
get
went
to
in-
after.
I went in with a full stomach.
I'll get into the film score at the very end of the movie after we get done with
Meat and taters.
the meat and taters.
Meat and
All right, so
taters.
here's the spoiler. Bloop 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 bloop.
Okay.
So Trevor, let's talk about spoilers.
Okay. So since we were talking about the soundtrack, I really want to say I loved the absence of
Yes.
music at the very end.
Yes.
When everyone died.
When everyone died.
Not everyone.
Yeah.
Just
Well-
the unimportant main subplot characters.
Well, the people that were not the original Avengers.
Exactly, the unimportant subplot. No.
Not necessarily, because
I just
Bucky,
I get it.
Bucky
I get
was
it. I
a
get it.
big player.
Ethan's trying to get our gores, and Dan,
I know,
he's not
Just,
going
I'm poking you with a
Yeah.
joke. Joking and poking.
Stop poking.
to. Stop poking jokes, my man.
Stop. Oh my goodness, he poked!
He poked me with a joke. How
Oh,
can
wait.
he poke?
Ah!
How can he poke? How can he poke?
But no, I agree. The
The absence of it was great.
The episode was great, and it fit with the scenery. I'll tell you, and I'll go.
It played more into the emotions.
I'll say.
And the
I'll say-
last line by
So
Cap.
let's just start at the beginning.
Yeah.
We'll start at the beginning and work our way through.
So at the beginning of the movie?
Yes.
All right.
No, just over. It doesn't have to be like
Get
anything
comfortable.
Really,
Yeah,
really.
get comfy.
We're going
this
line by line, people. Hope you
Hold
have
on,
4
you got the
hours.
script right?
Hope you have the next 4 hours.
I hope they remember you.
Little one.
It's like whenever Iron Man in Civil War, Iron Man said, "Who is speaking right now?" Whenever Ant-Man was inside of his suit.
I love how he used the adults were talking line again.
Oh man.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure that happened in Civil War,
I
right?
think it did.
If I remember
It
correctly.
happened in Homecoming.
I think it happened in Civil War.
He
though.
might have said it in Civil War.
might
I
have
had
said
heard
it
him.
both.
I had heard him. I'm pretty. I think it's just like a reoccurring joke, but I
think
love.
it's just- I think
I
it's
love
just-
little reoccurring bits like that. Like, I
Yeah,
love stuff like
yeah.
that. So that was really good.
At no point did Cap in this one say, "I can do this all day," can he?
No, he
I
did
did
not.
I don't
I
remember.
thought it
it.
would. He probably will in the next one then.
Yeah.
He might.
he-
What I thought was speaking of Captain America, who was
You know what
good in the film.
my favorite part about this film was?
What?
Minimal Captain America.
I agree. He was good, but I agree. He's not
I-
my favorite character.
He's just very flat.
I don't.
He's a flat guy, and who
very
he
flat guy.
is very straight and narrow. He is a consistent character with what he believes.
Which is how, that's how the character is anyway.
That's
Yeah.
just Captain America.
He has his ideals, he
it's
sticks
not
to
a knock
them.
against him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is what it is.
But what I thought, my favorite scene of his, and you have to have Captain America doing something extremely physically strenuous, and it was him holding Thanos as like a strong person. I felt the strength behind him trying to stop Thanos from like punching or reaching for Vision. But that was incredible.
That punch though that he gave Cap.
Yeah.
I felt like that hurt me. I was like,
it was great.
Ouch.
So satisfying.
It was really good.
It was a nice crunch to the cheekbone.
It was. This.
I'm
this
gonna save my list of regrets.
All right.
When we get to the end.
This is like one of the films where you're kind of like, man, the villain's a badass dude.
Yeah.
He's a big guy.
Yeah, no, he was great.
Yeah.
Like, because I mentioned this off camera before.
Yeah.
I have some gripes about the Thanos.
Yes.
But more so just that it was different from the character that I like so much.
Yes.
Because Thanos from comics is just a taking ass, taking names kind of guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which in this one, like he does it more for a philosophical ideal.
Yeah. As opposed
Which is
to,
fine.
As opposed to
I
just
think
wanting
it
to be
fit
that
the
guy.
films better.
Yeah. Instead of trying
You know what I mean?
to impress his high school crush.
Yes.
But that's the case. Like you like
Yeah.
this kind of thing. For me.
Yeah,
but again,
I get that.
I very much like the character. I
Yeah.
love Thanos so much. I'll save my full list of gripes of what I didn't like about the portrayal.
Yeah.
For towards the end. But Josh Brolin did a great job.
His performance was great.
At
no point.
The character that they had set up, he played perfect.
Yeah. And I have to say, at no point during this film was I like, oh man, Josh Brolin's performance is great. I was like, Thanos is
Again,
a great villain.
I like.
Can't wait to see him
I
in
really
Deadpool
like-
2.
I really liked the cold, calculating, just methodical. Not even. You can't even really say he's a villain.
Because it's
You know what I mean? Because it's like
the only reason he's a villain is
he's
because he
just
opposes the
he's
heroes
just
that we know.
accomplishing an ideal.
Well-
He's just like there's clearly a problem, and this is how I choose to solve it.
No,
Yeah,
exactly.
it's kind of like
It's
Killmonger.
Killmonger by Panther. It's the exact same thing.
So and I honestly I feel like that's why they took that direction because
Yes.
they had not that they obviously didn't have it planned probably beforehand, but I feel like they're like, all right, well this works, so let's stick with this.
I feel like they're going to do that more.
which is good. Like it gives more of a dynamic villain.
The Russo
You know?
brothers, with the other movies that they have directed,
They did Civil War also.
and they did Civil War,
Civil War.
and The Winter Soldier.
I liked I liked Winter Soldier. I did not like Civil War.
Oh, okay.
I've discussed this before.
Yeah.
See,
So.
the villain in Civil War was very philosophical. Done well or not, that's up to
What was
some
the villain in
people.
Civil War?
Zemo.
Baron
Oh,
Zemo.
yeah.
Baron Zemo, yeah.
Well,
he
had the
His
name.
name was
Zemo.
He was not Baron Zemo, unfortunately.
Yeah,
no, he
how
was,
cool
though,
would that
wasn't
have
he?
been?
I haven't watched Civil War in a while, but it would have been great.
Yeah.
I wish he was Baron Zemo.
But he actually had a reason, and he didn't want to physically fight the Avengers,
exactly.
which was
he just wanted
awesome.
to tear them from the inside out.
Yeah, he was just like, you people ruin my life, I'm going to ruin yours.
Exactly. Yeah. Like the villain,
And he
it makes
won.
sense. And he did.
And he did it.
One thing that I thought was sad in Infinity War was that Cap and Iron Man never get to speak to each other.
Oh, yeah.
At
But
no-
I
at
think
no
that's going to be saved for the next
Yeah,
movie.
it is. It is. I feel like at least.
Yeah.
They're
Okay,
going.
so the
they're going
beginning-
to see each other, and they're both going to say, "I'm sorry." They're going to hug, and there's going to
That's
be a hot
great.
make-out sesh.
So my favorite part in the beginning
Yeah.
was when Thanos takes Hulk and just
Oh.
throws him around like a baby.
Oh, yeah, he does, like,
uses boxing MMA
he-
moves.
He uses actual boxing moves.
He takes the Hulk and turns him into what Loki was to the Hulk in the original Avengers.
Exactly.
I
Yeah.
just
know.
like-
I love it.
And you're a child.
We have a
Stop.
Hulk. Okay, we have a Hulk. Cool.
I'm Thanos.
Cool.
I'm Thanos. Welcome to my punch up.
Yeah.
Finish it.
But yeah, and that's probably why we didn't see Hulk for
I
the rest
love-
of the film.
No, yeah,
Because he was like
He was scared.
He was scared.
So
it was either-
two
it was
times.
either he
Two
was-
times he comes out and he's like,
No.
he's trying to Hulk out, and then you just hear like Hulk just pops out like, no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I'm not coming
is
out.
he scared or is he too proud to fight again?
No,
I'm
he's
pretty
scared.
sure. I'm pretty
scared.
sure he's scared.
I genuinely think he's scared.
I do too.
I wonder why he didn't come out to fight the minions of
I
Thanos.
feel
it
like
wouldn't
he
have
doesn't.
anything.
Yeah, I feel like
He's not gonna fight.
I feel like the Hulk has had his small peanut nugget of logic trip on. Like once he got his butt kicked, because
he's just like, wait,
he's
I
never,
can lose.
Like he's never got.
Until then, he has not
Thor
lost.
he has.
Thor got
Hulk,
close.
excuse me, Hulk has never lost.
Exactly. Thor got close. Iron Man was on his way.
Yeah.
With the Hulkbuster.
Yeah, the only reason
exactly.
Iron Man
point.
won was because Hulk kind of came to his senses. The Banner part of him was like, wait, all of these people are running away from me. Oh no.
This is my fault.
Yeah,
exactly. So he has not lost until now.
I still don't like Mark Ruffalo as Bruce Banner.
Oh, go home.
He was great in Ragnarok. You gotta watch it.
I just don't.
He
like
was
him.
so good. He was funny.
He's not a bad actor. I just don't. Don't like him.
See, the thing is, I think he's a great Bruce because Bruce Banner isn't supposed to be the machismo movie star.
And I get that, but
he's supposed to be kind of like, hey guys.
He's supposed to be like an average dude. Yeah, pretty much. He's just.
He does a good job of being an average dude.
I don't know. He's
a lovable average dude.
Just portrayal. That's fine.
I don't like it. No,
that's fine. So Hulk loses.
I think it's mostly his acting, like the way he chooses.
That might be it. Because he doesn't kind of play himself.
Just mine.
Somewhat.
Just myself.
Or watch Ragnarok then. If Ragnarok's Hulk
again, don't completely dislike him. He's just like of the Avengers, he's probably my least favorite.
Yeah, and that was my thinking
None
before.
of my PhDs
before.
say anything about flying an alien spaceship. Sorry. You're out of the joke. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, you'll enjoy Ragnarok. I hope it was.
I'm sure I will. I'm sure I will.
So from the beginning, Thor is trapped in like a machine that one of the Dark Circle. What is it?
He's
Black Hand.
Yeah.
One of the Black Hand has. They throw him in the machine or whatever, and he's like, boom, and he's like trapped.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Yeah, it was Ebony Maw. He's the only
Ebony
one
Maw,
that I can remember because he was so cool.
We never give any of their names.
But Ebony Maw is the
this
coolest.
movie,
They don't. They have a bad habit of doing that. They don't give names out.
The villains, they're not very good with that.
Honestly, though,
Like the side villains.
these side villains didn't need names.
And they didn't really.
necessarily.
Yeah.
I really
They were like throwaway guys,
I
kind of.
very much
but
enjoyed
only because
the
they
guy
were
with the
Thanos.
telekinesis. He was very cool.
Yeah, that's Ebony Maw.
I assumed he was really good.
Yes.
His acting was very good.
Yeah, Squidward.
His acting was very
great.
good.
You could tell he was evil.
He was great.
He was.
The girl was pretty good.
Humans,
I liked the girl too.
Rejoice!
Yeah,
you are about to be destroyed.
Like
by
he felt
the
like the
children
bell
of
crier.
Thanos.
You know what I mean?
Like he was like, you should celebrate.
Yes.
He was like the guy that comes out
so cool.
before the Pope. He's like the Pope's hype man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's like, all right, guys, time to die. But glory unto him.
Amen. Hallelujah.
Praise Thanos.
In Death's name.
Excuse my feet.
I'm sorry.
No, it's me.
Playing tootsies under the table.
Scandalous.
So I think Loki's dead for good.
No, he'll come back.
Time travel.
Yeah, I mean...
But I think he's dead. I still think he's dead for good.
No.
I hope. I don't want Loki to die personally, but I really hope that a lot of these deaths are going to be permanent.
I agree. I hope some of them are.
I hope there is some permanence to the events of Infinity War. There needs to be. Otherwise, there won't be any feeling in the next one.
Yeah,
maybe.
Honestly.
What I think would be really cool, and what I hope they do, is I hope they bring back whoever's important.
Yeah.
Like Bucky,
Spider-Man, Black Panther.
I hope Vision stays gone.
I don't think Vision is dead.
I don't think he will, but I hope he stays gone.
He's not dead though.
Well, there's a consciousness. They might just make a new one. Whenever Shuri.
Yeah.
Right, they do. Is she still? Did she disintegrate?
They didn't show
her.
her.
So
They didn't show her.
She may still be there.
I do want to say this.
I assume she's still there, and then I'm gonna go with your theory from where they make the suit from there.
Okay.
They might do that.
That's what I'm thinking, which would be
They might do that.
which would be cool.
Because
That way she kind of fills
They do that in the comics, don't
She
they?
fills in like the War Machine void, I guess, because didn't he crumble away?
No.
I forget.
War
I forget if he's
Machine
still there or
is he's still alive at
There's
this
a couple that I don't. They didn't really.
Falcon's
They didn't
the
really.
one that
Falcon is
That's
dead.
it. Falcon is gone. Yeah.
Falcon's
Which
gone.
is fine.
It's really sad
He's-
because they really kind of grew
Falcon was
as
good.
like the only sidekick black sidekick.
Speaking of which, did you see Donald Glover's Star Wars sketch on SNL last night?
No,
I watched it on.
We were camping.
So he was Lando, right?
Yeah.
And he was having the first ever intergalactic gathering of black humans.
Oh,
there were 4. There was him. There was the guy from Rogue One.
Oh.
That, you know that had
Yeah.
the little.
What is his name?
Commander, that had the peg leg and the arm.
Oh, yeah.
I can't remember it. Russo or whatever his
I
name
can't
was.
remember.
Anyway, it was him, and then there was like one lady, and then
Save the rebellion!
and he's like what's this guy? He's like, you want to say anything? He's like, nah, I'm good. I can't. He looked. I don't know. He was just in like a tan jacket. It was really funny. He was just like a character. But it was hilarious.
That sounds hilarious.
It was really funny.
We gotta watch that.
We haven't watched
I'll pull it up for you after we're done. It's really funny.
Let's see.
What else?
Okay,
So Hulk.
So let's give just a quick synopsis of the film.
Yeah,
right?
Hulk is sitting back to Earth.
So basically, what happens is starts off. Loki dies.
Yep, Loki
Hulk
dies.
Hulk gets his butt beat.
Loki gets strangled, and then
What's his name?
what is the guy's name?
Is it
Heimdall?
Heimdall.
I can never remember the name Heimdall.
I love Heimdall.
I
am mad, and I want
Idris
him
Elba.
to come back.
I do too.
Idris Elba is great.
Idris Elba is great. Idris Elba also
He did
played.
so good at that role.
He played the guy in Rogue One. That's Idris Elba also, isn't it?
No, that wasn't Idris
No.
Elba.
That was Forrest Whitaker.
Yeah, Forrest Whitaker.
Idris Elba is also in. He's a voice on a Macklemore song, in case you didn't know.
What he in a British TV show?
Anyway,
Where he's a detective. What is that?
He's
Luther?
really good.
That's what it's trying to say.
But anyway, he's very good.
He's very good.
Really
Heimdall dies, and then before he dies, he uses the last power he can get from
The
the
gateway.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like he what is it? He calls upon the last black magic or dark magic.
Yeah, the
What
last
is it?
dark energy.
He calls him the black man in the galaxy.
Black Panther.
Yeah, I thought they were both good at the music immediately. So he sends Hulk back, and he lands in the Sanctum Sanctorum.
That was so funny. He's just like.
He
Thanos is
basically
coming.
takes the place of Silver Surfer.
Yeah. So
Which
I'll,
is-
so I'll throw up that image from the comics
he
of
does.
Silver Surfer.
I love that part. Of the
It was a lot less destruction in the comics because it was more like
so
Silver
like,
Surfer
I'm here.
was like best friends with Doctor Strange at this point. And, Doctor Strange was like mending his wounds and like he was on his couch just like, my friend, do you need anything? Warm glass of milk.
He's just kind of unconscious. He's just like, Thanos is coming.
Yeah, as soon as like.
But that makes
Doctor-
sense because he doesn't know.
Yeah.
Oh,
So Doctor Strange and Wong are like. They lean over because they
Speaking
were
of Wong,
leaving and they were going to get Chinese food or something.
Speaking
Thai
of
food or
Wong,
whatever.
they're gonna get like pastrami or something. They're going to like a deli.
Yeah,
That's what it
Because
was.
he's like, I could go for a good tuna melt.
I love Wong.
That was
so
a good.
much.
Well, you know,
Wong's
he
so
played.
good.
I don't know if either of you have seen. I know I've watched both the seasons, and unfortunately the show is canceled now. But he played Kublai in the Marco Polo series,
Oh,
and he does a really good job at it as well. He's a lot bigger. He's a lot thicker.
really? Yeah.
Like he put on quite a bit of weight. Now, granted, he's a pretty solid dude, you know.
Solid guy.
But he's definitely a little bit heftier in that show. But he does really well in that show. If you haven't watched it, definitely.
I have not
We need to
watched
watch
it.
that.
Suggest it. It's only 2 seasons, unfortunately. And it got axed, but
You'll have that. Sometime.
it's really good. Though.
But yeah, and then like Hulk crashes and then turns into Bruce Banner, and then like they're both like they lean down and look at everything. He's like, "Thanos is coming."
Who are you?
And then they both they don't get lunch. So how does Iron Man show up to?
They go and get Iron Man.
Okay. Oh yeah, because they open up the thing.
He's jogging in
That's right,
Central
'cause
Park.
he's
Jogging
talking with Pepper.
He's jogging with Pepper, talking about a baby or something.
He had a dream
I had
about
a baby. We
how.
were married and had a baby.
Well,
They
They
are.
are
They are.
married.
They are.
They get married
They're
in Homecoming.
engaged.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. But he was saying
Well-
he was like at that point they were married and had a baby.
Yeah.
Which the line, "You're all invited to my wedding." Woo! Love that. I love that.
And so they
Robert
open
Downey
it up.
Jr. He is perfect. Tony Stark.
So Doctor Strange and Wong were like for a few minutes, I think, maybe like a minute or two.
Ah.
Sorry, they're trying to convince
Lost legs.
they're trying to convince Stark to come back to the Sanctum Sanctorum, and then Bruce Banner comes out like, hey Tony,
Hey, Tone.
and he's like, Banner or whatever. Because it has been a long time.
Yo, my
to see
dude.
each other. They said it was 3 years.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, if you
it's
think
been
about it, because he ran away from the facility or whatever,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
With
Well, because they say at the beginning of Civil War.
and he leaves the note or whatever for Black Widow,
Yeah.
and that's pretty much all they see of him. And then next thing he pops up, he's in
Ragnarok.
Ragnarok.
which is
And they explain
2 years
some of
later.
it, yeah.
Well, no, yeah.
So at the beginning, or like in the first act of Civil War, the general, whatever the guy's name is,
Ross.
General Ross.
Thunderbolt Ross. Sorry, huge geek. Hope he turns into Red Skull's, or not Red Skull, Red Hulk soon.
Ooh, if you need, maybe.
Yeah.
Red Hulk.
So
Red Hulk
he actually asks
Red
the
Hulk
question.
is a butthole.
He
asks,
is.
He's
That's-
pretty cool though.
Yeah.
Wait a darn minute. He asks, Cap, do you even know where Banner and Thor are right now? And then there's a video on YouTube that cuts to the events of
You're
Ragnarok,
skipping ahead though.
which is happening. What do you mean?
You forgot the whole the thing that was beamed down on Earth and everything.
No, in
he's,
Civil War.
he's talking about
Oh,
Civil
okay.
War.
In the first act of Civil
I
War, General Ross asks Cap, because
Do you
Cap is
know-
disagreeing with the Sokovia Accords, and then he's like, do you even know where the 2 strongest Avengers, Thor and Banner, are right now?
Not on Earth.
Not on Earth. They are on, Ragnarok is taking place at that time.
Oh.
That's what
Okay.
Taika Waititi
Yeah.
and Kevin Feige and some of the other writers were like, that's happening at the exact same time.
Thor for since
There's a video about it.
Avengers
I'll show you the
2
video.
was basically
boring-
Since
He
his
was
girlfriend
searching-
broke up with him.
Yeah, he's just a boring guy.
stupid line, but whatever.
It was a dumb line, but it was funny. In Ragnarok, they explain that like
Oh.
broke
They
up
don't
with
even
him.
explain.
No,
They're
no,
just
yeah,
like,
yeah, I've
sorry,
seen that.
sorry, Jane dumped you or whatever.
She didn't dump me. We broke. It was a mutual. Whatever he said. It was really
Dumb
funny.
line. It was kind of funny.
I
but
want
then it
to
was
rewatch
just-
Ragnarok now. Whatever. Anyway, so General Ross is in this one
as a hologram.
as a hologram, which they have now apparently. Who cares? The technology jumps so much.
Shield had it in the second Captain America though. So.
They jump technology so much, and they don't use what.
Well, if you think about it, they've been exposed to aliens and stuff now. So
Well,
they-
yeah, exactly.
sometimes,
That makes sense. And then, but
And
Black
Shield,
Panther's always.
and they're involved in Shield now too.
Yeah.
Or they were for a while, so that they have those advancements and what.
Shield is very public now.
How about that Iron Man suit?
The nano.
Dude, yeah.
That thing was dope.
I love
It
the
was.
nano
It
suit.
was like the extremists.
He had like
it was.
He had
Yeah.
like a daggum gadget.
Did
for
they
everything.
explain how the nano suit worked? Or like how he got the nano suit?
No, he's
the
just
latest,
like
latest edition.
he just turns Banner. He's
Or
like,
was
you
it-
like the new suit? Nanotech. Huh? Yeah.
Nanotech. Don't they? Wasn't it like a Black Panther thing? Like using
I think.
maybe.
I
I
feel
feel
like
like
it
he
was
was working on it or something.
nanotech.
at one point. I don't know.
Which
I'm
makes me
not
wonder
sure
if
if
it's
it
the
was
extremist
nanotech.
stuff and what's Captain
Well,
America?
no, he didn't have
Adamantium?
extremists.
Adamantium.
And let me make a correction. It's not
Aluminum?
extremists. It was actually bleeding edge, I believe.
Yeah, because extremist is technically.
The extremist was like where he became one with the suit and he
Yeah,
controlled
yeah,
the
yeah.
suit, and he can control like individual parts to fly
Yeah.
and come onto his body. at
Extremist
will.
has not been in the MCU.
Yeah, it has.
It has. Okay.
It was in Iron Man 3.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was gonna say
so
it was-
much good lord.
Yeah.
I was gonna say because extremists they make that a big thing in the Ultimate Alliance, I think, which is my biggest reference for like comic book stuff, for the most part. At least.
Ultimate Alliance.
Ultimate Alliance is great.
It's a pretty good game.
I kind of want to buy a PSP just so I can play that again.
You can put it in PS5.
I had it on
I'll
a,
get rid of PSP.
I had it on the Wii.
I know it's not your problem.
I'm just letting you know.
I am probably gonna get a Switch. Anyway, that's video game session.
Okay.
So where are we at now for the thing?
Iron Man suit,
we're
Thanos
still
suit,
yeah.
Thanos beat
Iron,
down.
Iron Man suit. It was great.
It was great. The fight between Ebony Maw and those
And Doctor Strange.
And Doctor Strange and Iron
Magic
Man.
fucking
and Wong.
green smashing, laser firing.
Yeah, that
bullets.
first fight was a lot of fights,
It's pretty good.
but they're not at no point I'm like, oh, another fight, great.
I don't like. And
Yeah.
They were all great
They
fights.
didn't drag on too long either.
They,
Yeah,
didn't drag on.
which
They were
is-
the perfect.
Am I the only
Which
one
happens
that
sometimes.
felt like the fight with Ebony Maw felt more like a fight with Magneto?
Yes. Okay.
I was.
So I'm glad it wasn't
felt,
just
It
me.
felt like. I almost thought he was. What's his name? Graviton. Comics, you know what I'm talking
Galactus.
about? No.
Galactus is huge.
Galactus is huge. Galactus.
He ain't a cloud.
Galactus is a galaxy.
I'm pretty sure it's Graviton. Yeah,
Graviton. But we're.
Send me that picture so I can use it for reference frame. Or so I can use it for
Oh, okay, yeah.
Grab
Yeah,
He's like
I
one of
can
those
see that.
semi-power cosmic-y, whatever.
Oh, okay.
He has power. He's like one of those kind of guys.
Okay.
He's a very powerful
It also reminded me of
if
Magneto.
I remember
And Darth Vader, kind of.
correctly. Apparently, he's on.
And Darth. Because the whole telekinesis moves us around.
I really
He's
liked
really cool.
most of what Ebony Maw did in that scene, except whenever he was trying to get the stone from Doctor Strange and it burned his hand, right?
Yeah.
He's like, and then Doctor Strange said,
Nasty
it's a very strong hex that not even you can break or whatever. And he just says in like the weakest like way, he's like, then I'll pry it from your corpse.
Oh yeah!
I hate it.
I love that. Is that when Tony Stark says Squidward?
No, that was
I think
when
right
Doctor. They were both
He had
upside
the
down on the
little
building.
spikes or whatever floating around.
Okay.
Then I'll
Then I'll
from it. I'll take it off your
that was so.
corpse.
I remember that. That was so funny.
Just the way he delivered that line.
It was like so like classical
Yeah.
villain. Like
They fly
then
away.
I'll
and
deliver. I'll take it from your corpse.
Like, but you could see that he was getting to him though.
Then they fly
Yeah,
away
that
as
was
a
funny.
space donut.
And
Yeah.
then Spider-Man stays on somehow.
Oh, the suit.
The suit, the spider, the
Which only
the
really
Iron
gets to
Spider
shine
suit.
like one time.
Okay. My dad, I took my dad to see it, who is he's an okay Marvel fan.
He's
like,
a-
After me,
He-
you
he's
don't
that.
Kyle went to see it.
yeah. This was Tuesday.
Okay,
It was
sorry.
Tuesday whenever we went. So
'Cause we saw the day it came out. Day
yeah,
after it
we
came
saw
out.
it Friday.
Yeah.
But I took him. He doesn't know any comics or anything. He just knows superheroes. And the first time he saw Spider-Man's Iron Spider armor, he's like, "Ooh, cool!" Like audibly in front of everyone.
Yeah.
in the
Oh
theater.
yeah.
Because it's
It's
like,
like nanotech
Ooh.
spider suit. Look at
yeah, because he has that pair. I love that Iron Man's like, all right, kids, sit this one out or whatever he says.
It's a reference to it was, I forget, was it Die Hard?
Yeah, yes,
It was a reference to Die
Yes.
Hard.
Yeah.
What is the line? I haven't seen.
Happy flight.
Have a happy flight or something. I don't know.
I'll enter.
It's been a while since I've seen that movie.
It's been a long time for me.
I
I'll do that.
love when they're starting to plan how to kill the guy. He's like, have you ever seen Aliens?
Have you ever seen Aliens? Yeah.
Have you seen that old movie Aliens?
And then they throw Ebony Maw out the airlock,
Ugh,
which I thought was great. I was
they just blew
like,
they blew
yeah!
they threw him out the air like they blew a hole in the side
They
of
blew
the
a
ship.
hole in the side of the ship and then threw him out.
So
Iron Man's
do we
like, I'm
just
gonna
want-
freeze it with nanotech.
Do we want to take this by
Like
storyline?
that suit literally has a gadget for everything.
It does.
Do we want to take this by storyline
His
or scene by
freaking
scene?
feet
Because I
combined
can't
into a
remember
giant-
which scenes come
I
first.
don't.
His feet combined into a turbine.
Yeah.
And he just
And
like,
just rockets off like
straight to space. I mean, it's
Yeah.
crazy.
multiple times through this.
And then he had the
throughout
big
this
thing with the
movie.
fists. We just like,
That was great.
Boom!
punch things.
Multiple times throughout
like
this
the shield.
movie, I would turn to him and be like, "I am hard.
I'm
Like-
soaking wet.
I'm wet. I'm both hard and wet." At one point, I
How
said
is
that.
this possible?
That must have been
Uh,
uncomfortable.
What happened whenever I said I'm aroused? What happened?
No, it was.
It was when Thanos choked Loki.
No,
I said kinky. I'm aroused.
I did say this when Thor and Star-Lord met, and they were like staring at each other face to face.
Oh yeah, and Star-Lord was
And
like,
Drax was great in this.
Drax
by
was
the way.
great.
I said,
Every line he had was just wonderful.
It was really good.
"Where is Gamora?"
I'll do you one better. Why is Gamora?
What did he say? Where's Gamora?
"I'll do you one better. Who is Gamora? I'll do you one better.
I will do
Why
you
is
one
Gamora?"
better. Why is
I
Gamora?
saw somebody on Reddit. They were like, but nobody ever asked, how is Gamora? It's really clever.
She's dead.
It's really clever.
How is Gamora? She's dead.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
What?
Yeah, a lot of
No,
people are
it's
mad
not-
about the Star-Lord.
The whole
He couldn't have changed anything.
the whole introduction to into Thor with the Guardians was great.
It was good.
I enjoyed
Now
the
that's,
interactions.
I would say,
exchanges.
the only point in the film where I felt a bit slow. Only because I don't give two about the Guardians of the Galaxy.
See, I love the Guardians.
I could not care less about the Guardians of the Galaxy.
I
That's
like
how I feel about Cap and the Crew.
No, exactly. See, they have a couple decent characters. Drax. I like Star-Lord just fine. He's not a hero, but he's still a good character. I like Gamora just fine. But
he's like
Rocket and Groot. You don't like?
they're just fine. They're just fine.
Angsty Groot.
Now
Angsty
hold on.
King Groot. is
Okay,
the best.
Angsty
like that.
Groot.
Those
he's,
three.
he's
When
got
he
some
was
funny
sitting in the
moments.
chair,
Okay,
he's
so
just
after-
like, I'm Groot.
Whoa!
Whoa!
You got a couple acorns on you, boy.
That was great.
The
That whole
acorns
exchange-
line. Oh, I love it.
That whole exchange was just wonderful.
Oh!
And Drax, and then, so then they pick up Thor, and then Drax is like,
This is no man.
This
Or
is
this
a
is
man.
no, this is no dude.
You
This
are
is a
dude.
man.
"You're a dude. He is a man."
Yeah.
It's like an
and
angel.
then they
It's like an
make
angel and a pirate had a baby. It's a pirate angel.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
It was really fun. I really enjoyed it.
It was really good.
Can we say one thing though? There was one.
Yeah, go ahead.
There was one scene between Rocket and Thor that I
I
found so compelling,
It was very hard.
considering that it was a talking raccoon and a thunder god.
A rabbit.
You mean a rabbit?
A
A
rabbit,
rabbit.
yes.
Rabbit.
They were talking, and Thor was just saying, "Oh, you know, my father's dead. My sister is dead. My brother's dead. My mom's dead, and all that, you know."
Yeah.
And he's like smiling, and he's like, "Revenge needs all of these things to work, and all this." But you
Yeah.
can see the tears.
Yeah,
Yeah,
coming up.
that was good.
And I'm like,
That was very well
And
acted.
then Rocket's like, I'm not going either, but I have a lot more to lose. Yeah. And then Rocket loses over 3 months.
yeah, he does. He's the only guardian
He's
left.
the only guardian left. Now I will say, I don't care about the Guardians of the Galaxy, but I thought them being split up. Tickle, tickle, tickle.
Stop.
I thought them being split up was good
Yes.
I agree.
because it was able to even them all out. I feel like the Guardians, all of them together, are like all
It's
of us
almost
together.
too much.
It is almost too much ridiculous.
Especially how they turned Drax into the one-line hype man.
Well, yeah, but he's still good. I still like him.
Well, I mean, he had some of that
Hi, Drax.
throughout the other, but like everything he had was a one-liner.
Pretty much, yeah.
So,
That is who he is. Dave Bautista's also good. At it.
well, it's just how they portrayed him in this movie.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but I
He's
thought,
not actually like that.
yeah,
The actual Drax the Destroyer, has a very interesting and compelling storyline.
Well,
Also,
his
he's
story's
human.
interesting. Yeah,
Drax is human.
yes. His story in Guardians, I think, is a good, compelling story. I think he's
Oh, yeah.
a great character.
It is.
It
is
fine.
really good.
He wants to.
It's
confess.
fine. It's fine for what it is. Like it serves.
Yeah.
It serves its purpose.
Um,
But I find the actual comic books one far more interesting.
Water.
no, we'll have some drop.
Okay, I'll just have a sun drop then. Sponsored by Sundrop.
No, we're not. No, we're not.
But if you want to,
But if you want to,
tasty beverages.
there's one in the freezer, and it might be a bit too chilled.
Oh, that's good.
35 minutes. It's been in there for like 36 minutes. So it tastes good. I'll get water in a minute. I need to add that to that buckets of water to the budget. Watch more of this, and we'll get more money, please.
Please fill my hunger.
Feed my
Feed the children.
Feed my children.
You can make the change.
Only you.
Can prevent forest fire and starving bellies.
Look, we're so hungry here.
Did you get cheated?
The way you ate that was disturbing.
It was very good.
Moving on.
That's what you call comedic timing.
Moving on.
I thought Thor and the rabbit and the talking rabbit and Groot were all good, doing their own thing. And I loved that they spent no time doing it. Thor's like, well, I have to go to Voldevilliers. What was the name of the place called?
Oh, it's a long.
It's a
weird
Vin-
thing.
Vinamere?
No.
Vinder.
I think it's Vendiville. Hold on.
I know that Soulstone was on Boromir.
Yeah,
Yes.
Vormir, which is in the Kree, the Kree Empire,
Dying
by the way,
Star
which
Forge.
is cool.
Forged in the heart of a dying star.
Ah,
Oh, not gonna get me started on Dingle.
Oh.
Peter Dinklage.
It wasn't bad.
It wasn't good either. Probably his worst performance I've ever seen. I like Peter Dinklage, don't get me wrong.
Call him Elf one more time. How about that?
He's just not. He's like 20 feet tall.
No, not
No,
Starforge.
it's a reference to the movie Elf.
I'm for it.
Oh, yeah.
Peter Dinklage. Yeah. Get it?
Anyway.
Okay, fine. Guess I'm not funny.
It's okay to be wrong, Trevor.
Oh no, I corrected.
Good.
I cannot find the name of it. Stormbreaker is the name of the axe hammer. The Thor axe hammer.
Yeah. It's an axe. Got to have that axe.
So I thought those three were great. Also, we're at 40 minutes, so let's get this.
Oh, really?
Let's wrap this boy up.
Wrapping it up.
Wow, we're not even halfway through the movie.
We're not even halfway through the dang film.
Okay, since we talked about Guardians and we've talked about Iron Man's team, let's
that whole
move
fight
on
scene with
to-
Iron Man's team was great.
It was?
All the fight scenes were really good. None of the lines I felt like, oh, I didn't like that one at all. All the lines were good. We enjoyed the film thoroughly. The pacing was great.
Do we want to talk about Captain America's team?
Captain America's team
I don't
was
feel
great.
like they contributed anything to the film.
They helped out.
They were just kind of
They
support.
tried.
As soon as Cap rescued Wanda and Vision, Scarlet Witch, and Vision, and then Cap was like, "I know a place we can go to," and then it went. I was like, Black Panther, yeah!
Wakanda forever!
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Woo! I was like, yeah!
Before we wrap it up, Vision is not dead. He just had the Soul Stone ripped out of his head. Sure. Or not the Soul Stone, the Mind Stone, sorry. He turned black and white.
I think he'll be dead. At least for a while.
Well,
in
he's
the comics.
great. He's great in the comics.
Yeah, well,
After the thing, he's great in the comics.
he loses his humanity, basically.
And then he turns into a bag. I would love
And
it as a bag.
he just becomes a robot at that point.
Pip
He's
the
very Spockish at that point in the comics. He's very calculating, unfeeling.
So how do they make Vision turn into the guy that plays Vision? What's his name?
Paul Bettany.
Paul Bettany. Why was he Paul Bettany?
That they were in hiding.
Why did he have skin? Can he is this what he can do?
Well, I think they kind of like gave
part of it
him.
has to do with the stuff.
Nidavellir is the name of the place, by the way.
I think they kind of gave him a bit of Martian Manhunter powers.
Ooh, they might have. And if that's the case, that's fine. But I was like,
Because
Wait,
he's
that's
not
Paul
much of
Bettany.
a shapeshifter in the comics. I don't
No.
know.
It's just, what is he, telekinetic and he shoots beams?
well, he
He's
has the
kinda just-
power.
He's
of
a
the soul.
lot
He's
like-
just generically super, basically.
Well, the
He's
thing
strong,
is,
he's fast, he flies.
pretty
shoots
much.
lasers.
Most
he
of the
has
powers
soul
he
stone
has-
power.
Aren't they based
Mine.
on other heroes, if I remember?
Mind Stone, that's what it's called.
Yeah.
Mind Stone.
Soul Stone, Gamora died for.
And then Red Skull came back, and then
Oh yeah, that was cool.
Also,
that was really neat. We
I have a
we
theory-
both looked
I
at
have
each
a
other at the
theory
exact
for
same
the
time. In the theater, we were like, we looked at each other and went,
I turned to Dad to see what he thought about it, and he's like, "Who's that?"
Who's
I'm
Red
like,
Skull?
Thanks, Dad.
No, Andrew was the exact same way. He's like, I don't know who that guy is.
well,
I
he's
said-
tethered to the Soul Stone, which is actually accurate
which I thought was interesting.
because the souls get tethered to the Soul Stone.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Like the ones that get absorbed by it, or whatever they get tethered to, which is cool.
Pizza.
So I think,
Pizza and ham.
so the Thor entry with the axe was pretty cool. Like
Yes.
he was just messing up
And
stuff.
then Groot,
Oh,
Groot
he
had
was
his
just
going-
arm for the hand and cut his arm
He-
up.
and
He nearly won the
My
battle.
only problem with Thor, I feel like his new axe or whatever, I feel like they gave him a bit
It's okay.
too much power in the film.
Well, in Ragnarok, he discovers his true power. And his true power
I'm
is
just-
not...
Which
I'm
they kind of
just-
get rid of it in this movie, honestly.
I'm just saying
I think only because Thanos was there.
I think they powered him up a little bit too much.
I think they underpowered him a bit too much in Ragnarok. Or in this, and not Ragnarok, in Infinity War. Because in Ragnarok...
So hear me out.
Yeah.
Because you have Thor, who is a god, yes, but
He's an Asgardian.
well, he's a god.
Yeah. God of Thunder.
Anyway, he's basically just a super powerful alien.
Pretty much.
Long and short is really what he is.
Yeah.
They say that like twice. They say that once in the first story and twice in the second.
But anyway, you know.
Yeah.
You know, there's a mythical realm. You know, he's a god.
He is the god of thunder.
You know,
yeah.
like he in terms of his character, like even in comics, you know, he's a
He
god.
refers
Are
to
you the
himself
god
as
of hammers?
He refers to himself as God.
Yeah.
So.
God
But
of
I mean, it's more along the lines of like a Hercules or like a. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like they're very powerful, but they're not like, well, I'm gonna like create the entire ether of the world kind of thing. Like nothing crazy like that, you know.
Yeah.
But
He's a demigod.
so my one problem was Thanos with all 6 stones is far more powerful than any being in the galaxy.
Mm-hmm.
As far as we know.
No, it's not as far as we know. It's literally fact.
Well, in the MCU, we're not about
anyway.
comics. Anyway.
I still think the
in
one
the
above all
storyline.
is still something
anyway.
that is in the Marvel.
Yes.
Yes, but
For the MCU.
hasn't been anyway.
For the-
That's
I'm sorry. Let me go back to my comic corner.
That's the very corner
See,
of,
that's where I'm
of
at.
the universe.
That's where I'm at also.
You know, so
I
I know what you're talking about.
I think it's
So,
safe to say
I don't
that
disagree
Thanos-
with you because that's basically God.
Yeah.
You know.
I think it's safe to say Thanos is the strongest being in the galaxy in the MCU. With the 6
With
stones.
the stones.
With
yes.
the 6 stones, I think it's safe to say he is the strongest.
Absolutely.
Being. I think that's safe to say.
So
Because we have not seen otherwise.
I felt like that was
Him getting hit in the chest with the axe, yeah.
it was very underrepresented in this movie. So this begins my list of complaints, which
All
is
right.
short. It is short.
Gripes.
Insert Ethan's gripes about Thanos.
Ethan's gripes about Thanos.
Insert
right
Ethan's
there.
fanboy gripes.
We'll do,
Okay.
we'll
Ethan's
do,
fanboy
let's,
rants.
let's do gripes of the film, what we did not like, which is what I meant for us to transition to.
I will start
You go first.
because it's a
You
short.
just go through all
It's
of
a
your
short.
ranks.
It's a short list.
Yeah.
Biggest gripes with the film was the portrayal of Thanos,
Mhm.
which again Josh Brolin did a fantastic
The actual
job.
acting and the
The
character.
acting was great, and the way the character was designed, he portrayed it perfectly.
But they didn't portray that.
But I don't feel like
absolute
they
power.
portrayed the Thanos, like the
From
absolute
the comics.
power. Very, they did the good job with the calculating and but I didn't get the
His
menacing.
comedy.
I didn't get the he just felt like a guy that was just like, all right, well, this is my plan. I'm gonna do it, and you're not gonna stop me.
He didn't feel like the
Like
all-powerful being.
he just felt very confident. Is how
Yeah.
it came across to me.
He did not
And
seem like.
like the Thanos in comics is like, it's like, it's calculated to the point of not overconfidence, but it's like self-assurance.
Yeah.
Like he knows like this is what I'm going to do, and it's going to happen.
Like in the
Exactly,
first panels of the Infinity Gauntlet storyline,
like
he already has the stones at this
and he
point.
makes the
He's
this
just
big
like,
thing. And he's like God. It
God.
says God. He's like, all right,
he
that's
makes
what I am.
that stone just right there. Oh, that's cool. And he just wrecks people.
See what else this thing can do.
No,
Basically.
exactly. Yeah.
And I that was
And-
missing. I missed that.
And they didn't have that Spider-Man scene where you're just like, oh.
Agreed.
But he did
Which
that.
Spider-Man
So.
thing?
But anyway, where he's swinging through New York, and his spider senses just go off the bananas. They just go off the charts.
Yeah, they go off the charts.
And then that's when
he
everyone
looks
starts
down,
dying.
And then people disappear.
Everybody
Oh,
starts
okay.
disappearing. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Essentially,
that's
the
what-
end of the film is supposed to be at the beginning of the film.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Which they
yeah.
could not really have done.
Well,
It
the
was
thing
good,
is, the
but-
Infinity Gauntlet,
so they
happened
essentially.
after a build-up of other comics. Okay,
Yeah,
go.
exactly.
So the actual stones happen, like the gathering of the stones happens in like a 2-part comic
Okay.
run,
Which has nothing
which
to
they
do
essentially
with.
turn into this film, which is fine.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it was good and entertaining, but
Yeah.
I
And it doesn't
almost wish they would have just cut to him having the stones.
Yeah. Yeah.
I also like how he gets the stones a bit better in the comic, but
I do
that would have introduced too much like out there.
There would have
for,
been.
like,
They could.
MCU needs to be more contained and a
Also,
little bit,
what
a
happened
little
to
bit less
Xandar?
of the aether. You know what I mean?
What happened to Xandar, by the way? Because
Yeah.
whenever we see him, he already has the Power Stone.
He must have just
Bye,
gone.
John C. Reilly.
He must have just destroyed Xandar,
Yeah.
taken the Power Stone, and then destroyed the planet.
Yeah. Which no,
It's
well,
gone.
Thor comments on that.
Yeah. Xandar.
I think it was Thor.
I think he says Xandar was destroyed, and then
Yeah.
all the guards are like,
So I'm assuming it happened sometime.
Well, that was for
well, they don't
nothing.
mention it right now.
somehow, somewhere in that range. I'm just saying, like
It
in
must
that,
have
in
been,
that
yeah.
like mesh of things going on. He must have found out somehow. Because there's some spots sometimes where they're not exactly all together and stuff. But anyway, those are my biggest gripes. with
Yeah.
the film, where it was just that lack of
that like
just
all power,
like that almighty being.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's what really, to me, that's what really establishes. Well, this is why he's such a threat.
Yeah.
Because he literally put like that's what he exudes.
What can I go ahead and put this idea out there?
Yeah.
What if at this point he isn't that, but after wiping out half the universe,
Then he becomes.
he's like, I am the big man on campus.
But see, I don't think that's the way the character is portrayed personally.
But what if in the
Because
next
What I'm saying is like they develop him into that. Like, I'm the biggest, baddest mother in this universe.
Yeah,
See,
exactly. He's the.
I would like that, but I don't think they will because he. So
I hope he's a big purple mother from outer space.
So
who's
he
big purple bad.
so he gets chopped with the axe, right? And he's basically dying, and I'm like,
yeah.
I was just
and
like,
then he rewinds time.
So then,
and then he uses
gripe number 2. Thor's axe literally just goes, "You're the infinity what?" and just cuts through whatever he's blasting at him.
Yeah.
Like not even an effort. He's just like, "Nyeh. I'm gonna chop you in the chest."
Well, also the gauntlet was also forged from the Heart of the Dying Star and Ned of the Lear.
And it had already. He had already.
So here's the thing, though.
Think.
So the gauntlet.
He already killed.
If we're arguing that, then the gauntlet should be just as strong as the axe without the stones.
You would think so, but I think Thanos was like, "I need all these stones. Make me this gauntlet to hold these stones."
But you see what I'm saying, though?
I see what you're saying.
Because it would have to.
Thanos is just
it would have
by
to.
himself.
So it has to be strong enough to contain literally the prime elements of all creation.
I think because
right.
Yeah.
So in essence, the
They
gauntlet
didn't
itself.
have the rhythm stone.
The gauntlet itself should be on power with the axe.
Yeah.
Not granted, it's just a gauntlet, but it should be able to catch it or whatever. I feel like.
Yeah,
I think you know what I mean.
Didn't he already snap his fingers at that point, though?
No, that was when he was poofing out.
Well,
I'm pretty
after
sure.
he got the Vision Stone.
Like after he got stabbed was when he.
Yeah, after he got.
I'm pretty
stabbed.
sure that's
Okay.
correct.
See,
if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong.
And then that's one of
Because
my
I'm
biggest
I'm pretty sure.
But I was thinking he snapped first, and then Thor got that. Or
See, I think
he was
I'm pretty
about
sure
to
he
take
did it.
Vision's Mind Stone. He's about to take Vision's Mind Stone, and then Thor comes down,
And he's like, because he's like blasting at him with the glove.
Yeah.
He's like, "Meh," and like he's just like, and all the stones are just lit up. Like he's just blasting him with energy. And he's just like, I'm just gonna chop through you with this axe, and it's no big deal.
He chops.
Yeah.
But
that in particular is the part that he felt underpowered to me.
Thor is the strongest Avenger at this point. Also,
I get that, but it would be like
strongest Avenger banner.
I don't know. I just don't. I just disagree with it. Personally.
Yeah. Well, I'd say watch Ragnarok and then maybe do rewatch Infinity War. I'm probably gonna rewatch Infinity War tonight.
That's still how it should be.
Yeah, that's what you mean. And then my biggest gripe with the film is just.
But that's my biggest gripe. Granted,
Yeah.
he did a great job. The way they had set up Thanos, he portrayed it perfectly.
Yeah.
Great job.
Going for an hour.
That was fine.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's fine. We can turn into a decently long episode.
My
biggest
biggest
gripe.
cut out some stuff.
Yeah, it's fine.
I'll worry about it later. I mean, the Eddie guy will worry about it later, not me.
Anyway, so those are my that's my only real gripe.
I don't know if this is me, and I'm sure you guys can share your thoughts with somewhat. I have a hard time keeping track of what happens in the movie. Now I remember almost everything in the movie, but I think because of how long it is and how big it is and how extensive it is, I personally have a hard time keeping track of where everything took place at and what order took place in.
I did. Personally, I thought it was really.
No, I mean after the fact. In the film, I knew what was happening exactly. The pacing was great. Everything was great.
Well, yeah, I guess.
After the fact, I think I need to rewatch it, and then I'll be like, okay.
I have seen it twice, and honestly, I think I understand where things are relatively.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I don't think you need to know exactly when all of these things are happening.
Honestly, any of those events could have taken in any order.
Yeah.
Like, I think they would have.
You could
flip a lot of that around, it wouldn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly.
Because there's like 3 different sections to just the. We'll call it the Stark crew.
Yeah.
It's like Stark crew, Thor,
there's
Caps, and then it goes back
Guardians
to Stark crew. Like 30 minutes later, it goes back to Stark's crew. And you're like, oh yeah, they were like about to fight Thanos, weren't they?
It feels like a giant D&D session.
It really does.
Where everything's
it
taken
really
over place like over like the course of minutes at the same seconds at the same time. It's like, all right, now it's their round.
No, exactly. Yeah.
That's how it feels to
That's
me.
probably Ethan the best way to put it.
That's how I
And
feel
I
about
think
it.
that might just be me for how much media and content I consume daily. That might just be me. So I'll count it as a gripe for the film. It's just like there's so much involved.
Yeah, no, that's.
But it's not bad.
It's a lot to get through.
There's a lot involved. This is a big movie, even though for us it felt like 30 minutes.
This is the
It was
biggest.
really well paced.
This is an event movie. Like
It is.
you
It
know
is a big
how
movie.
comics have
They
it-
set up towards the ending well as well. I feel like.
You know,
Yeah,
you guys know how.
For Captain
You
Marvel.
know how sometimes.
Woo!
So
Oh yeah.
excited.
You know how
The
sometimes you hit
mother-
like you're watching a film, and it's like, all right, we're gonna end like 3 different times.
Yeah.
And this one, like, it
Hashtag
had a definitive
Lord of the
end.
Rings.
It had a definitive end. Like once it hit there,
This is
like
the
it
end
didn't
movie.
ever hit a
He
point. where I was
sits
like, all right,
on
it's
his
gonna end.
farm with the scarecrow with his old armor out there.
Yeah.
Which, if you guys have saw,
I was about to say,
yeah,
I think he's personal opinion. I think he's in the Soul Stone.
think he's in the Soul
I think
Stone.
he's in the
Soul
Soul Stone.
Stone.
Because the Soul Stone is very, just peaceful, like little,
Because
right? 'Cause, like, it's basically
yeah,
just like
because
a little
Gamora
Eden,
was there also.
right?
Yeah, he did speak
Little
to Baby
Gamora.
Gamora.
Baby
So I
Gamora.
think he went into the Soul Stone.
Baby.
I don't think so because he said
personal
that he wanted to.
Personal opinion.
We'll have to find out.
What he
But
said
nice
earlier
nice
in the
throwback
movie.
to the end of Infinity Gauntlet.
Yeah.
Okay, so what that is, like that? No, that's what that scene
He
is.
just wants to farm. He just wants to
No,
farm.
no. So the Infinity Gauntlet literally ends. So he's had the gauntlet stripped away from him.
Yeah.
Adam Warlock then has it, and he has nothing. And he's just on a farm, peaceful, like at the end of the galaxy, basically.
Yeah.
And he's just kind of like reflecting philosophically.
Yeah.
Do you think that they'll finish him kind of like in a recent story, the way Thanos kind of dies, right? He wins. He actually wins,
I know which one you're talking
and
about.
he destroys everything except himself, like the universe, everything.
Oh, really?
And he's just in a black void,
No, that's all.
and
powerful.
he basically talked himself like this isn't living, this is the worst thing ever,
Yeah.
all this stuff, and he's like, fine, I'll restore everything. Snaps, he restores everything except himself.
That's interesting. That might be what happens. See, that's the next big.
See, I feel like where you both mentioned like the next film, they're like, oh, he's gonna be like, oh, whatever. I feel like it's gonna be the exact opposite. I feel like they're gonna find him on the farm. He's gonna be all sulky, and then
Maybe.
like they're gonna fight their way to him essentially.
Ooh,
Then they're
that
gonna
might
find.
be,
Then they're
yeah.
gonna like get in a small scuffle with him, like on his whatever mess up his farm.
And then
And
he'll
he'll try
And
to-
then he'll be like,
he'll send
all right.
him through time.
all right, whatever.
You guys were right. I was wrong. Half
Not
the
necessarily
universe
that.
ain't
He's like
gone.
He'll have some philosophical line again. He's like blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Like he'll kind of
That'd
see
be
the
good.
error of his
Now
ways.
that would probably
and
make
then
me cry.
and then he'll end himself. Is what I feel like.
Yeah.
Something along those lines.
That might be. I do feel like
I think it'd be a great end
Thanos
too.
At the next movie.
Especially with the way they portrayed him, because they portrayed him very human.
Yeah.
They did. He's just an alien that wants the universe to be a certain way.
And see, that's the difference between the comic one and the one in this movie. The one in this one, he's more human. Like he feels,
Yeah.
he genuinely feels regret when he kills his daughter.
Yeah.
His stepdaughter or whatever.
Yeah.
Those tears are not for you.
Literal one. So.
I thought they were going to do death right then. Like.
Yeah, whenever the
my girlfriend.
That's
Lady
what I was
Gaga-
thinking it was whenever he was in like the little void world or whatever it was with the little.
Oh yeah.
It was
I
a
thought it
certain
was
skull.
I
and
thought
a
it
cloak.
was-
Not the right skull, but a pretty good skull.
I thought it
Yeah,
was.
now that was a reference. I feel like.
I thought it was gonna be.
That was a reference to death because she was like the black cloak and just like just a skull. or
Yeah,
whatever.
a lot of people were thinking it would be Hela, though. That would function as Lady
Like
Death.
she would be dead.
Yeah.
Since she's the goddess of death.
No, but some lava monster
Gets
killed
that.
her on Asgard.
Some lava monster. That was Clancy Brown, damn it! I love Clancy Brown, by the way. He's my role model.
Any finishing thoughts? What an event! It took 10 years to get to this.
Great movie.
What was your reaction to the first Iron Man? That'd be a great way to
I
close.
was in high school when the first Iron Man came out.
I was a baby.
I went and
you're a
saw
baby
I
also.
went and saw it on a
I
date.
was a baby.
Little baby.
Saw it on a date with my first girlfriend and several friends.
Nice.
Yep.
How'd all that go?
I had a great time. Girlfriend not so much. She hated it. It's still my favorite Marvel movie to this day.
Yeah, it was the same for me.
Iron Man 1 just, like we've discussed before, it existed in its own little pocket.
Yeah, it was.
It wasn't.
before
There was
all
nothing
this.
else like it.
It was before all
And
this.
it was an awesome movie.
I'm getting emotional.
Like, it was a great movie. It was genuinely a great movie, and this
What am I feeling?
this too was also it's a very good movie.
It's a very good film.
Not my favorite Marvel movie,
Nah.
but it was very good.
Yeah,
Was very
it's
very
my
good.
favorite.
It's top 3 for me.
What was your
Okay.
reaction to Iron Man?
The first time I watched Iron Man was not my first Marvel
You were
movie
12.
I watched. I was probably 12. I
Actually, you would have been 9 or 10.
He's 21 now.
I'm
You would have been
21.
9 or 10 because I was
Oh, okay.
17.
Okay.
So 10 years ago, you would have been 11.
I was
Yeah, I
17
would've been-
when the first one came out.
No, I would have been.
So, I want to emphasize that I was a big baby.
Big baby.
Big baby. Because I was like, Iron Man's stupid. Because I didn't know who Iron Man was. I didn't want to go see his movie.
See, I was like at that point, I was reading comics, I was collecting stuff.
That was your. That was your.
Yeah,
that was my
I was not raised with like comic books.
See, I wasn't
I wasn't either.
I happened into it like in
Yeah,
high school.
I
Like the
didn't.
group of friends I kept in high school, they all loved that stuff. Like we played Hero Clicks, which is essentially like it's like a
Yeah.
Marvel tabletop game. It's really fun, but
Yeah.
well, it's not just Marvel. It's like it's comic book tabletop.
So I did not want to watch Iron Man. And a couple years passed, and then Iron Man 2 came out.
Yep.
That was my first Marvel movie.
20. Oh,
I'm sorry.
2010.
Yeah, but I
Again,
liked
not a bad movie.
I liked Iron Man 2 so much that it made me want to watch Iron Man 1.
I think you told me that before. So I saw.
Because-
You keep going.
Well, it was my only exposure to a Marvel movie at that point.
Yeah.
And seeing like all of these things, like
As a child,
yeah, I was also a child, so
he was exposed.
You're exposed as a child. let the boy watch.
so shut up. So I really enjoyed Iron Man 2. I still actually do kind of like it, honestly. I think it does have
No,
a
it's
little.
a fun movie.
Yeah, it's
There's
a
nothing
fine
wrong
movie.
with it.
It made me want to watch the first Iron Man, and I remember having a pretty good time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just it's hard to explain like my relationship to
It
Iron
was
Man
it was
because it's weird.
especially like it was a little bit extra special for me
Yeah.
because at the time like so Batman and Iron Man have always been two of my favorite superheroes.
Yeah. Same.
So seeing that come to life
Live
in
action.
a movie
Oh yeah.
and like reading the comics at that time,
Yeah.
like I read the Ultimates Iron Man series.
Ultimate. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And
I
I also
read the
collected
first.
a little like the Incredible. I think it's Incredible Iron Man. Or something like that.
Yes.
But whatever the series that was right after that. The art style was completely different, but it's very good. I read both of those and was reading those actively in high school. So like seeing that come to life in a movie,
Yeah.
like that was cool.
It was cool.
Mhm.
And then I saw Iron Man in theater when it came out. We saw it 3-star. Me, my mom, my dad, my sisters. We saw it when it came out. And I think the only reason that my dad wanted to see it because he knew Iron Man from like cartoons, anime, stuff like that, and like the comic books barely. My dad's not a comic book guy, but he loves anime, cartoons, stuff like that.
Yeah, and he had a 90s
and-
TV show.
Yeah, exactly. But my mom wanted to see Robert Downey Jr. return to film because that was like that gap where he
Because
just
he had
No
basically become
one
a
was
drunken
touching
slob.
no one
No
would give
one
him
Yeah,
a
would
chance.
touch
no.
him with a 10-foot pole.
No
in
one's- no
Hollywood.
one's-
I mean, he
Exactly.
had so many
Even
addictions,
Disney,
and he
Disney
Exactly.
didn't want to do it. Disney
Exactly.
was like, or I guess
they were in Disney
was-
at that point.
Yeah, it wasn't Disney, but the studio was it?
Disney
like,
did not own Marvel at that
Was
point.
it Paramount that owned
I
Marvel? at that
forget.
point?
Was it Universal?
And originally, I forget.
I forget,
I
but
feel like it might have been Universal.
Hold on, you keep
But-
going.
anyways, the studio at the time did not want to touch Robert Downey Jr., but for some reason
No one wanted him in any
still,
movie.
they still trusted Jon Favreau enough
Exactly.
to be like, okay, you're the director. See, movie studios, this is what happens if you listen to the creators. Okay.
No, exactly. Yeah.
Not always, because we have Aaron Aronofsky with his mother, and that's an interesting film.
Marvel Studios.
Don't always trust your director.
Yeah.
Some of them
Marvel,
are crazy.
produced by Marvel
Granted,
Studios
I
and
love
distributed
them.
by
I really
Paramount.
enjoyed
So yeah,
them.
you're right. It was Paramount Pictures.
Okay.
It was the first film in the MCU. That is so wild to see. But yeah, we saw it, and then I knew all the songs because I grew up with rock and roll. Like, that's the Iron Man song! Because this was old.
Yeah.
11 years old. That's the Iron Man song. I know Black Sabbath. Woo! Super cool. And then my dad's into military and stuff like that, and like the Jetsons, and singing. I still remember his reaction seeing the sound blast from the Iron Man suit, the sound shockwave blast.
The interesting part to
And
me
then
too
saying
is
the-
a couple of years before that they had the Lord of War with Nicolas Cage,
Oh yeah,
which
yeah,
is a pretty good movie.
yeah.
But it kind of started out like Lord of War.
It kind of
Because he was
did.
just like, I'm rich. I sell stuff to
No, exactly.
bad guys.
Yeah.
Pew, pew,
Exactly. But at that time, nothing like Iron Man existed. That scope, a superhero, none of that stuff existed. And here we are 20
pew.
years later.
The
they
effects at that time.
crazy hold
A
up.
good
The budget
superhero
was like $100
film
million.
with like a good character hasn't been seen since Spider-Man. Or Spider-Man 2, I should say.
For which one? What do you mean?
Like, when Iron Man came out, like, there weren't...
Oh yeah. At that time, there was
Yeah.
nothing like that existed.
Best thing
The
we have is
Spider-Man
Spider-Man. Which
The John,
they're pretty good.
the
Spider-Man 2 is amazing.
John Raimi? It's not John Raimi.
Sam Raimi.
Sam Raimi.
Tobey Maguire.
Don't say anything about Sam, okay? I love him. I love him dearly. Evil Dead. Go watch him.
Horror boy.
But like
Sorry.
that stuff just didn't exist.
Love him.
Those movies didn't exist. They were all practical effects and props and like real life makeup and costumes. And then 2008, CGI was being reimagined because of the prequel trilogy.
Yeah.
Look at that CGI. Cut to an image of Revenge of the Sith CGI. 3 years later, Iron Man CGI. They look so different.
Also, you can also see the difference between like the first two Spider-Man movies and also Iron Man.
We need to rewatch those. Those are so weird. Those 3 movies are
The
weird.
Spider-Man 3 is the best.
Insert random like applause.
Yeah, woo!
Zoom in on his face. Zoom in on his face.
Just insert that clip where he's dancing right here.
Oh yeah, at the jazz club. Dude,
No. He's just walking down the street.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They have that beat
Yeah.
song or whatever playing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Boy.
What a different time.
I want to say this because I think this will happen in
Infinity War.
in the next
Infinity War Part 2.
Part 2.
So they did say, real quick, they did say that they are going to give it a lot of time before they announce the title of the next film because it spoils Infinity War.
Yeah.
So, but it's reached $1 billion, so who cares?
Yeah. They can release it.
Alright, so what were you going to say?
I really want this to happen. I think it will happen because they've already released, or there have been leaked set photos of like them basically traveling through time. But
That's a given.
What I want to happen is they might also like they touched on
Tell
this
you
in
what's
Doctor
gonna-
Strange.
tell you what's gonna happen.
What?
The doc's gonna pull up in the doorway and hop in, Marty. Hop in, Tony.
Okay,
Doctor Strange gonna hop in, Tony. We gotta
Hop in, Tony.
so I
We gotta get back to the past.
say
Your mother's never gonna have you.
So, anyways, they touched on this in Doctor Strange, where he like there's like shards.
One of the weakest
Of, like,
Marvel movies,
different-
in my opinion.
There's shards of like
shit.
different
Really
Doctor
Iron Man
Stranges looking through all these shards of glass or whatever, all at the same time. It is explained that it's alternate versions of
Yes, yeah.
So what I want to see, if they do this, if they hop through a few dimensions as well as time, I want to see Tom Cruise make a cameo as Iron Man.
That would be really funny.
Because back in the day, that was the studio's choice to play Iron Man.
Yeah, they want to get Tom Cruise.
They wanted to get...
terrible.
I realize that, but
agree.
how funny would it be
That
for,
would be
for
hilarious.
Robert Downey Jr. just to see, like... to be like, hey, you're me. And then the other one's like, no, you're me. And then all that, and then they remove their helmets, and they're completely different people.
That would be really goofy.
It'd be so cool.
I'm Tony Stark.
I'm
I'm Sony Tark.
No, you're off-brand Tony Stark.
Wait, what films come out after this? Ant-Man and
got-
the Wasp.
Ant-Man and the
and
Wasp.
Captain Marvel.
And Captain Marvel.
What's something's in the fall, isn't it?
Ant-Man and the Wasp.
No, Ant-Man
it's-
and the Wasp
it's
is the next one.
Is it? I thought
That
it
comes
was.
out in the fall.
Maybe it
That
is.
comes out this
I was
fall?
thinking Captain Marvel came out in the fall.
Ant-Man
Marvel's out early
and
next
the
year.
Wasp.
I was thinking
It comes out in February. I think it comes out in February, and then they're doing Infinity War.
July 6th, Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Okay.
Um,
But this
Something
year?
in the fall.
Captain Marvel.
Maybe not.
Because last Star Wars comes out
Maybe
2019.
I'm just so used to.
Captain Marvel is 2019, March 6th.
And then Infinity War comes out May.
May. That's 2 months
That's
between.
really close.
I mean, I guess it's 2 months between.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I mean, to be fair, Black
Black
Panther came out
Black
what,
Panther
like
came out in
the
February.
28th or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
end
came
of
out in February.
So wait, what's going to be the third movie in for next year? Wait, it could
Star
be
Wars.
no the third Marvel movie because they had 3 last year and now they have 3 this year.
It'll be Star Wars next year.
Well,
We're also doing Deadpool. Which
Well,
technically is
Yeah.
still
It's
Fox.
Fox.
Still Fox, but
yeah. Wait, when is Homecoming 2 coming out? Spider-Man?
it's going to come out 2020, I think, like after
Oh, okay.
Infinity War.
I was-
All of that stuff comes out after Infinity War
Mhm.
2, to be announced.
Which is all downhill after that for me.
Gotcha.
No Thanos. No Thanos. No Wachi.
Thanos is different in the after credit scenes than he is in this one.
Thanos was a big puss in this movie.
And now, a word from this program's sponsor.
Somewhere Liquors is located in the Plaza Shopping Center across from Citizens Tri-County Bank. Their address is 1100 Smithville Highway, Suite 137 in McMinnville, Tennessee. Their business hours are 8 to 10 Monday through Thursday, 8 to 11 on Friday and Saturday, and 10 to 6 on Sunday. Their phone number is area code 931-304-8222. They feature a walk-in beer cave and have a wide selection of bourbons, whiskeys, vodkas, tequilas, and more. McMinnville's first liquor store is Somewhere Liquors.